Woo! Hello everybody. I'm back. And I remember my last video, I said something like, I made this channel not just to do vape videos about vape advocacy and shit in the news that drives me crazy about the vape bans and such. And then I went on this rant about some lady not minding her own damn business, right? Sorry, I'm back with some more vape bullshit. Alright? When all this stuff started happening, I started a Twitter account, right? Never had a twatter before. So I say, let me make a twatter. Everybody's on the twatter. All the people I watch on YouTube and all the politicians, everybody in the world's on the twatter. That's where we get our news from now. It's like, it's all on social media, everything. You know, YouTube, twatter, Insta-spam, Facebook, all that nonsense, right? To where even news outlets get their news from there, and then they pass it on to you. And it's not like they even, obviously, they're not looking into the shit they're talking about, right? What are they reading a headline and then reporting on that headline and adding their own little spin to it to make it theirs? Like, I don't, like, this clickbaity fucking nonsense, like, you need clicks to make money now, and journalists are fighting for their lives and their livelihood. Oh God, it drives me crazy, because then you get nonsense, right? So I'm gonna figure out how to put descriptions in the shit with this video before I put it up. I watched this video the other day by Zamplebox, Washington, holding a hearing, right, like on the vape ban, and they had all these people come in, vapors, advocates, shop owners come in and talk to this board, like, I don't know if it was like a health board or something, to vote, you know, for or against banning flavors, e-cigarettes, whatever. So all these people go up, they're talking, you know, pretty much begging for their livelihood, right? Like, look, I own a shop. This is how I feed my kids. This is how I pay my bills. You take away flavors, there's no way I'm going to be able to stay open. All right, I've said it before, you can't take away 90% of a business and expect to stay open. That's like telling McDonald's, you can only sell soda. That's it. You can sell chicken nuggets and Diet Coke. That's it. And expect them to stay in business. Telling a vape shop you can no longer sell any flavors, only tobacco. Nobody wants to vape fucking tobacco. It tastes like shit. It tastes like, it's worse than smoking cigarettes. And cigarettes taste like shit. So, with that being said, they go take it to a vote, right? They all have the same fucking arguments. Argument number one, the youth. We've got to stop the youth, this epidemic. We cannot have another generation of youth being addicted to nicotine. Well, fuckface, one, it's the youth. The youth ain't supposed to be smoking. It's against the law, right? Right? It is. So why not have stiffer penalties against the kids smoking or their parents for not checking their shit? I've got 7 kids, 6 kids that live in my house, 6 of them, right? Out of the 6, 4 are middle school, high school age. You know how many of them smoke or vape? 0. I keep a pretty tight leash on my kids, right? I really do. I do. My oldest, 17 years old, he's tried smoking weed. He asked permission before he did it. I'm like, buddy, you're 17. Like, if you want to try it, go ahead. You're with your cousin who's older than you. He really wants you. You want to try it? Go ahead. What am I gonna say, right? Like, you're 17. He could have went and done it behind my back, like most kids do. He could have, but he didn't. He didn't like it. The kid's an athlete. He doesn't want to put that shit in his body, but he didn't like the way it made him feel. He didn't like anything about it. I'm not worried about him. I have kids I'm worried about. One day they're going to try it. They're going to fucking love it. And I'm going to have my hands full. But whatever. Anyway. It's like to say, like, they've already studied this and said it's not just the nicotine that makes nicotine so addicting. It's all the other bullshit that's in it with the cigarettes that makes the nicotine addicting, right? I don't know if that sun is black. I don't give a fuck. That's what they've said. It's all this other bullshit, right? So there's argument number one. It's all about the youth, right? Argument number two. We don't know what's in it. We know exactly what's in it. Propylene glycol, and it's not antifreeze. That's ethylene glycol, all right, for one. And it's water-based, so your body absorbs it, not oil-based, okay? Vegetable glycerin, which is natural, right? So if it's natural, vegetable also absorbs right into the body, no problem, all right? And then flavorings and nicotine. We know exactly what's in it. And any juice that you buy from a vape shop in a bottle has been tested, right? Has had the ingredients sent to the FDA, had the label sent to the FDA, so they know exactly what's in it. So you fucks on the board saying the same shit, like, oh, we don't know what's in it. We don't know what's making people sick. We know what's making people sick. And that's another fucking thing that's driving me crazy, okay? Let's say some little teenage fucking asshole goes into his mom and dad's bedroom, goes into their medicine cabinet and steals mommy's Xanax, right? Or steals daddy's Xanax because they got anxiety issues, right? They hand them out to their friends and they overdose because they're little kids and don't know what the fuck they're doing, okay? What happens? They get in trouble after they're done being sick. They get in trouble. But they go and do THC cards that they bought off the street from their friends or somebody else, and they get sick because of the bullshit that was put in there and that bootleg THC card, right? They come out and say it's vaping and they're a fucking hero. Oh, you did something you shouldn't have been doing. You're breaking the law, but because you came forward, you're brave. Get the fuck out of here. You should be in trouble. You should be fined, just like the law says so. So because these kids are being put on a pedestal for being assholes and doing shit they shouldn't be doing and doing things that are against the law, law-abiding American adult smokers who transition to vaping to save their lives have to suffer. That is fucking ridiculous, alright? Don't give me that it's all about the youth. Because let me tell you something else. When I was a teenager, a big thing that kids were doing was huffing paint. Did we outlaw paint? And there were kids dying from it because it takes all the oxygen from your brain. So kids are ending up with brain damage. They're fucking dying from it. It's like drowning, but you're not in the water. Right? It was a big deal back in like the late 80s, or wait, yeah, late 90s or something, mid to late 90s. You know what they did? They made it to where the spray paint is in a locked case at the department store. That's why today when you go to Home Depot, the spray paint's locked up. When you go to some other store, the spray paint's locked up, right? You have to show ID to buy that shit. It's not a drug, it's not a narcotic, but kids used it as drugs. They made regulations around it to keep the kids from getting it. You can do the same thing with vaping products, right? You take away the pod systems, for one, closed pod systems. You make it to where gas stations and convenience stores can't sell the shit. It can only be sold in vape shops. So easy. So easy. But because what? 30 people's died in 15 years vaping's been around or whatever? 30 fucking people died? 1,300 people die a day from smoking-related illnesses. 1,300 or 13,000, I don't remember. You can watch the video. Because, like, it's, right? I'll put a link in the description. I'm gonna figure this shit out for sure. And so, like, I don't understand how we as a society got so fucking stupid. Like, just everything is ass backwards, right? Like, we're gonna take away something that helps people quit smoking, helps them live longer, right? Because you know what it is? It's big tobacco's money and the MSA bullshit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. Look up the mass settlement agreement. Look at the states that get money from them. The biggest states, California, New York. That's weird, right? New York was one of the first states to try to do this flavor ban outside of Michigan. Like, I know I'm getting a little amped up, but it's like the shit that I've seen on the Vapor's tongue. There's another one. Holy shit, right? So on the Twitter, there's this thing. Teenagers, should not be smoking anything with nicotine, because now I live in Ohio, the state of Ohio, you got to be 21 to buy nicotine products. 21, not 18, right? So teenagers going to the doctors with Vapor's tongue, and the doctors can't figure it out. Do you know what Vapor's tongue is? Vapor's tongue is when you can't taste your e-liquid anymore. You can't taste the flavor. That's what the fuck that is. How far are you reaching? The doctors can't figure it out. Get the fuck out of here. You know how you get rid of Vapor's tongue? I'll show you. It's right here. Little water. Little water. Can't taste your juice, right? Want to take a little drink? It's good. It's good for you too. Tastes fresh. That's good. It's good for you too. No, it's not really good for you. Like, if you don't smoke cigarettes, I don't advocate you to start vaping just to start vaping. Alright? It's for, like, it was made for people to quit smoking cigarettes. Right? And if you look at the news, who's getting sick? Who? You know who's getting sick? People in America. That's it. It's an isolated incident, right? When there's a salmonella outbreak on lettuce, right? And they say, hey, this is an isolated incident. There's this one patch of lettuce that they picked has salmonella. We're going to recall that patch of lettuce, right? That's what we're going to do. They don't say, nobody eat lettuce. Don't ever eat lettuce ever again. We're banning fucking lettuce. That doesn't happen. No. But this isolated incident with these bootleg THC carts that have this vitamin E acetate, and they found formaldehyde in it, right? Ban it all. Ban it all. If you're following the rules that the FDA put in years ago, we're still banning your shit. We're still taking away because of this isolated incident, right? People in the UK ain't getting fucking sick. People in the UK don't have a problem with you vaping. No. It's only America. Regulate how much nicotine can be put in a pot. Like these fucking Nick salts with 30 and 50 milligram, these kids are smoking that shit to get a buzz. Let me tell you, they can smoke fucking cigarettes and get a buzz, and that's exactly what they're gonna be doing. If my kids started smoking cigarettes and I was like, buddy, quit smoking, and they said I can't, I'd be like, start vaping, because it's way better for you than fucking smoking cigarettes. And then you can start stepping down your nicotine and quit altogether. If you want to, you can even buy e-juice with 0 milligrams of nicotine in it if you want to. The problem is you're trying to take this shit away, so I don't even get the choice of if I want to. Like, who the fuck are you? The government, right? Been trying forever to take away our guns. Let's try something different. Let's take away vaping from a smaller group of people. I'm telling you, man, you do this in the black market, you're gonna just start a whole new mafia. You black market people out there, get ready. I would start buying up all the nicotine base you can. It comes in PG and VG. You can buy it. I'd start buying that shit up. Start buying all kinds of base. Start buying all kinds of flavoring. While you can, you're going to make a fucking fortune. I'm like, just do that. I'm not saying that because I don't need anybody coming after me. Like I said, I got kids to take care of. I'm just glad I don't own a vape shop because I don't know how I would be right now. If I feel so bad for these vape shops and these people that make their living off of this. And it's like the whole world, they got to feel like the whole world is crashing down on them. One of my favorite vape shops I go to is owned by this lady. And I go in there, and she's a nice looking old lady. She's not a bad looking old lady. Not old, like she's in her late 40s, early 50s. I shouldn't call her old because she's not old. Right? I was in there like a week ago, man, she was looking rough. Like she hadn't slept. Like I could tell this is getting to her, and it's getting to everybody. Listen, there's a rally November 9th in D.C. Look it up. Maybe you should be there. If you give a shit about this industry, maybe you should be there. I'm doing my best right now to get there. I really am. But if I can't get there, this is the best thing I can do is try to put this shit out there. I'm so sick of making these videos, but I'm so scared that this is going to be taken away. Like, I'm almost done. Like, I'm ready to switch to zero nic. I'm down to like 1.5 milligrams. Like maybe I could go down to 1 or a half. Like, but once you're down to 1.5, what's really in it? Like there's hardly any nicotine in it. So within a month or two, I would have the choice of saying, hey, I don't want to vape anymore. One of my cousins and one of my best friends both quit smoking cigarettes by going to vaping, knocked down their nic all the way down to 0, and then quit. But they had that choice. See, the problem is you're taking away the choice. America's supposed to be about choices, about freedoms, but you're taking those away because you need people buying cigarettes so you can make money. You know, that's what you're doing. You're taking it away. And it's not fair. It's not right. So it's like, I don't know, like I said, they're reaching so hard to find any bad publicity they can about vaping. They're making up stories. Vapor's tongue? Are you fucking kidding me? Vapor's tongue. You can't taste? Drink some water. Sniff some coffee grounds. It comes back, right? It's like, oh, I'm nose blind because I had used too much aerosol in my house, so I can't smell it anymore. We can start banning Febreze, Lysol spray. Like, if they can destroy this industry, they can destroy any industry. Keep that in mind. Anyone. And that's a sad realization. It really is. If they can destroy a multi-million-dollar industry in a course of 6 months, they can take any industry. I don't care what it is. Now they got IQOS system coming out. It has these little heat sticks. They look like mini cigarettes, and you put it in like this thing, and they call it not vapor in America, but in Canada, it's a vapor product because Canada likes vapor. In all the other countries that they sell it, it's a vapor product. But it's been shown to cause cancer. Ooh. They just finally, FDA just finally okayed the sale in America. You know who owns that system? Philip Morris. Marlboro. They own that system. Big Tobacco got the money and the lobbyists out there. It's really weird how all this bullshit's going down right before this MSA money is supposed to be being spent or being paid to these states who spent that shit 10 years ago. And cigarette sales are at an all-time low. Let's get rid of what's doing it, right? And at the exact same time, Philip Morris has this thing coming out, which I've watched reviews on it. It's retarded, for one. For two, I guess it's really nasty. It's just like smoking a cigarette. I guess if you're a cigarette smoker and you're looking to quit, you could go to that. It's all too much of a coincidence, man. All too much. And that thing's no better than you smoking cigarettes. Because it just heats up the tobacco inside. It doesn't burn it like regular combustible cigarettes. It just heats it up. Vapor's tongue. Don't tell me it's about the youth either. Because it's fucking stupid. It's not. If it was about the youth, you'd be banning everything tobacco. You'd be banning cigarettes. You'd be banning chew. You'd be banning snus. You'd be banning anything. When you would put a full ban on nicotine if it was about the youth, right? Youth smoking is at an all-time low. Let's go after something else. That's all it is. Let's go after something else, right? You know, taking pills isn't good for you either. It's really not. It kills your liver. It's not good for your kidneys. A lot of times it's not good for your heart. That's why they're like, here, take this pill, right? They'll give you Chantix to get off of cigarettes. At the same time, it's going to kill your liver, and it can give you suicidal thoughts, right? But hey, you'll quit smoking, right? So it's like the lesser of two evils. So would you rather smoke or would you rather vape? Vaping's not good for you, but it's 95% better for you than smoking cigarettes. But they're going to take that shit away. Where's my choice? I can have Pepsi, Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper. I have choices. But when it comes to the way I get my nicotine, I don't have a choice. Smoke cigarettes or die. Or smoke cigarettes and die, or smoke nothing. I should have a choice. I don't know. Anyway. I hope you all make good choices. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself and the people around you. Remember to try to be better tomorrow than what you were today. And tomorrow is UFC 244. Oh, I can't fucking wait for these! Ooh, the whole card is stacked with fights. Going to my buddies to watch it. So excited. But yeah, alright. I'll be back. Maybe sooner. Lately it's been like a video a week. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Be good.